Confronting Sales Ineffectiveness. You're going to have to do it sooner or later. What is the cost of doing it later? By Peak Performance Training and Development. Providing CEOs, presidents and business owners with executable strategies that target the problems inherent in sales, sales management, and sales recruiting. Visit www.peakperformancesalestraining.us or call us direct at 866-816-0991. Business owners, presidents and CEOs, you invest more money into hiring and training more reps, invest in additional advertising and marketing and push for more sales meetings. But, are you really achieving more sales production? Regardless of how many rounds of golf your salespeople play with prospects, or how many sales meetings or attempts you make to motivate your team, sales are simply not good. So now what? Many business owners adversely impact their margins by dipping into the corporate pocketbook to implement a new bonus plan. At best, this may elevate performance temporarily, only to have salespeople fall back into their regular, non-productive routine. Some CEOs fall prey to the complaints and bad attitudes of salespeople who say they have no leads, or no one to call. Opposed to dealing with the actual problem, poor closing skills, they again adversely impact their margins by investing into more advertising and marketing campaigns. They simply want you to spend more money, for them to get more leads, to have more opportunity, to close less business. Call us today at 866-816-0991 for viable options. The negative impact of failure to change. Sales in the late 90s were very predictable, and just seemed to come to you. Sales today are anything but predictable, and most salespeople fail to go out and make it happen. Relying on a few rainmakers to attain sustainable growth these days just does not work. These rainmakers merely allow you to remain above water. Relying on past lackluster hiring criteria, in order to increase the number of feet on the street, also does little more than compound your sales problem. Today the most successful sales organizations are run by managers, presidents, CEOs, business owners or sales directors, who focus on elevating salesperson performance. This is opposed to a wing-it mentality of hiring more salespeople who will ultimately acclimate and fall into the same level of lackluster performance as the rest of your sales team. Take actionable steps. Call us today at 866-816-0991. Transform the system into your system. What these leaders have in common is a more systematic approach. The key word here is system. Opposed to relying on the optimism inherent in most salespeople, or your gut instinct regarding a sales candidate, these successful leaders rely on a sales system and structure. The goal is not to rely on hope that new rainmakers will simply appear, again at a significant cost to the company, but to close the gap of inefficiency found in the less than productive salesperson. Opposed to putting your financial future into the hands of your salespeople, you now put your salespeople into the hands of your system. The first step towards confronting sales ineffectiveness is to determine the actual time your sales team spends selling. This does not include time spent chasing, or dealing with existing customer issues, or writing needless unqualified proposals. This is simply the end result of not having in place a uniform system of selling. Reorganization, or reallocation of time, will not be effective without a system to rely on and fall back on. Otherwise, inevitably your salespeople fall back into their counterproductive habits and routines. To stop the chaos within your sales department, call us today at 866-816-0991.